Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to attempt to show you how to draw this. This is pretty good, pretty geometrical shape. And if you will take a screenshot of that right there, it'll save you a little time in a learning curve anyway. So we're just going to draw this. I'm going to take a 2-point line, make it pretty big. I'm actually going to turn it red. Red. I'm going to set my nudge factor on. I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it 3 inches. And I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. And I'm going to make quite a few of them. Now I'm going to group them together, Control G, and I'm going to rotate it 30 degrees. And then I'm going to Control D and I'm going to mirror it the other way. Now I've got that triangular diamond-shaped grid. I'm going to group it together and hit P. Don't really have to have it in the center of the page, but it might help you at some point. Now we need to make a 6-sided polygon that is the size of inside this diamond. Before I just trace the diamond out, and you could do that if you see it's just, well, let me put this pentagon. See, so I went, well, it's not relative anymore. Let's try it. I didn't do this before. Let's try a 6-sided polygon. Okay, I'm going to fix that right now. That bugs me. The program, somebody else's program I'm using, fills in stuff. All right. Shouldn't happen again. 6-sided polygon. Hold down the control button and keep it down. Now I'm going to get, and I'm going to have it snap to it. And you can see we're a little bit off on size. Well, I'm not really off on size. Wow. I think I hit it dead on. It's a little bit big. Let's make it 99% of it. Let's check it all the way around. It's got to be, for this to work perfectly, it's got to be exact. I don't know of another way to stretch a polygon out. I'm going to try to figure that out later. Let's go ahead and put it back to, let's go 99.5%. There we go. Let's see if it's good on the bottom. Might be a little bit off. Let's move that up. That's got to be pretty perfect. That's perfect. So that'll make it work. Now I'm going to bring in that other one. And it won't really help us size-wise because we're going to be drawing. But if you see, I'm going to take a line straight down from there, from that corner down to this corner. I'm going to take my 2-point line and go from there to there. You've got to make sure it stops on an intersection. Then I'm going to go to here. And then I'm going to go, make sure you either hit node or intersection. I ought to really be drawing in a thicker line. Let me change that. Hit F12, well, just hit F12 on your keyboard and go to graphic and let's draw in 8 points. So maybe that'll help you see it. And it should still snap to it. But we've got to be able to see this in the picture. I've only ever done this once. Matter of fact, let's take if we come up from the side, we could change all these to 8 points to be a little thicker. Now I need to draw a line from that one to that one. The page is kind of in the way, but you've got to be able to, and if you make it the same size as I did, or size it off this drawing, it would help you quite a bit. Let's see, from there, I need to go outwardly. It's a little, you just got to think about it and go back to the drawing. So now we're on that piece. Now we need to come straight up. No, let's see, I'm even confused. Nope, I did a no. Let me just back up. That's why it's almost better to get it this, you know what, let's do that. Let's bring this into the picture and let's make it bigger. By holding down the shift key, it'll grow from the center outwardly. At least we're going to be able to be close. Wow, way off. Holding down the shift makes it grow from the center. Oh, no, we're not even close. I was looking at something else. It's hard to tell which is which. The gray line is what I need to be. So I'm going to hold down the shift key and have it grow in a little bit. Move that over to there. This will help you tremendously. You know, it really won't matter. It's just to get in a direction. So let's go with the 2-point line from that node. Well, it actually has to be that node to that node or intersection. Then go up to that intersection. I'm almost confused with the page line. We're going to go for that intersection. Well, that's too far. No, we're going to come down. Just kind of disregard because we've stretched. Well, we're not on that intersection. This isn't the easiest thing I've ever drawn. Just try to disregard the gray lines and just use them as a reference, but still go to the red intersection or node. It'll either say node or intersection. This might be a little bit confusing. That one I'm off. You can always back up, take the shape tool and move it at that intersection. And you could actually do it really fast, and then you could go back and do things and get them on the intersection. Now that just came up with perpendicular, so we're not on the intersection. We're close. There we go. Go from that node over to that node or intersection. Go down to that intersection. So just kind of go in the direction, like that line is a little bit long. We'll see what's off. Whoop. Let's zoom in. Yeah, just this one line is a little long. Couple more lines and we'll be done. That doesn't really look like it's going to fit, but I think it will. And I missed. See, I tried to stay along the gray line. Take your shape tool and put it on there. So just disregard the gray lines. It's just kind of give you the length and direction. Just make sure it doesn't say edge, because edge could be anything. Now let's cross our fingers and hope that, I think I need one more line, but we'll move this out of the way. Yep. And try to get our copy it out of the way. Yeah, I need a couple more lines I missed. But since we already got the node, we'll be able to just go from there to there. Now, the tricky thing about this is we need, before we group it, we need to, let me get this off the page. We need to find the center of this polygon. So I'm going to bring in my indexing lines and I'm going to grab them and I'm going to have them snap to the center. That one probably is, but I'm going to have it come off, snap to the center. I just found another, I either got an extra line or I don't need that line. I need a line across here. That's why you're going to need to take a screenshot. Now, keep your fingers crossed. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and get the rotation, put it in the center, double check it, it is. Now let's rotate 60 degrees. We're good. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. And there you have it. Now, we could Well, one thing we could do is just fill them all in with orange. Well, maybe they are not complete. We could do this. Let's take away one of these. And because we grouped everything together, we better do this. All right, there's our original. We're still in the center. And let's make it different colors. Just kind of play around with it, see what it looks like. So I've got a leak. Yep, I've got a leak in that first one. A lot of times, if you do what I just did, it'll stop the leak, but we got a little bitty leak somewhere. And on this, there it is right there. Take your shape tool, and we have to, whenever your shape tool won't work, it's because it's grouped together. So ungroup it, grab your shape tool. Even though we're drawing at thicker lines, it snaps to it. All right, let's just, let's make a couple of different colors. I don't know how it's going to look, but it might look cool. And there's a faster way to do that. It's just to fill them all in and then go back to the color swap and just fill it in with a different color. So it doesn't matter what color you use. We haven't used red. And we're going to make that one, let's leave it yellow. Now, what are we going to put in the center? We're going to put pink. We don't have pink. And you know what? Let's don't fill that in till the last. Now, Control G to group, Control D to duplicate. Double click on your rotation and put it between the center of the line. Rotate 60 degrees. It's going to look pretty cool. Matter of fact, you don't have to put anything in the center. You could. And then to make it stand out, you could select it all and right click an outline on it. Pretty cool little graphic. So let me make this darker. And if you'll take a screenshot of that and maybe even size your rectangle to work on your graph. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.